Welcome to The Problem Isn't You, It's the Pattern. This is the in-depth group discussion for high-achieving, overfunctioning Black women on family stress responses. So I'm really excited to have you all here today. A couple of housekeeping rules, and just simple. Bring your real self, like no need to perform. Just we're sharing information with one another. And if you feel like the conversation becomes overly stimulating, you can private message me on Zoom. All right, so like we've been discussing, what is a high achieving, overfunctioning Black woman? And that is a Black woman who has an obligation to help others suppress her own emotions and manifest strength and resist being vulnerable. And she often has a determination to succeed despite the resources that are available to her. All right, as we previously discussed, family systems are like companies. They define who, what, when, where, and how. And when these specific systems, these family systems, are struggling, that's when dysfunction happens. And so there's often a breakdown in resource strategies and support. And with that, because dysfunction happens, it produces stress. And not only does it produce stress, but it has an inability to address stress and overwhelm. And so each individual member might look a lot differently. And so what happens is there are 4 different types of stress responses, but there are different variations that come along with them. There could be fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And fight, a lot of aggression is present. And flight, you have to run away. You have to move. And freeze, it feels like stillness is present, but it feels like you're not really going anywhere, but things are still happening around you. And fawning is really playing nice. All of these things are happening around you, but you're going to smile and you're going to act very pleasant in response to it. And so what happens is, even though they're individual responses to stress, collectively, the group, the family as a group, they, of course, would show an inability to deal with stress, overwhelm, and even life transitions of what's next. So a lot of that becomes very uncertain. Things become tense. You're not sure if things will happen or not. And it's not a lot of communication going back and forth. And because it's not a lot of communication going back and forth, the needs of each individual member are not addressed. And so you wouldn't get a lot of emotional validation. So as a group, it just kind of looks like everybody's moving in a trance, kind of like zombies. And the pattern is really going toward survival, just a continuation, but not sure of what's happening next. And so because of that, right, I want you to think about family stress and responding to family stress like a zombie or vampire horror movie or like a doomsday movie. How might becoming a high achieving and overfunctioning woman be beneficial? And what would be needed for protection? And what would some of those resources be that woman would have to cultivate? And so that's what we're going to talk about. And I want you all to kind of think about this and equate this scenario to what's happening or what has happened in your own lives. All right, so I'm excited about this.